What's up, guys? I'm just a gamer, and I'm here with Forspoken. Now, this is a game I've been actually really looking forward to because I personally feel people are not giving it enough of a chance. I'm hearing I don't go through reviews. I like games I like, and there are games that people hate that I enjoy. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But yeah, this is a game I really wanted to try out. I really think it has something there because I did enjoy my time with the demo. So yeah, I hope you enjoying this video. If you do, please leave a like or comment down below. I'd appreciate any and all feedback. Subscribe. I'm streaming on Twitch, so please consider following me there at Twitch TV slash Just a Gamer Inc. All together one word. Or you can click the link below. But yeah, I'm actually really intrigued and excited to jump into this game, and I hope you are too. So enough of me talking. Let's get into it. I have no idea what any of that does. Go to new game. Selecting difficulty. One effect how the story unfolds. You also make changes whatever. Yeah, let's just go default. I always go default the first time around. No. Performance. For the love of God. Performance.
Everyone has something they're willing to fight for. Could be family,
Subtitles, please?
friends, your beliefs, your home. Doesn't matter who you are, there's just some things you have to protect. But what do you do when the world fights back? Guess I know now. Wish I could go back in time and tell myself. But I was not ready to hear it.
Okay, so we are arrested.
In the case of people of the state of New York versus Alfred Hound.
Thank God. Where's settings, please? Um, where are there they are. God, subtitle, please on. They don't give me a of what they look like. Let's just go large just to be on the safe side.
Defendant charged with attempted grand larceny.
There
How
we
do you
go.
plead? Not guilty, Your Honor.
I see. Officer, please remove her cuffs. Now, before we begin, perhaps you should reacquaint yourself with your many previous encounters with the law.
Oh, they make you read which ones. Um, let's start with the left, right? Alma Hudson Pier High
Haven't
School.
seen this in a while.
I'm assuming the right one is her being born in an orphanage.
Nothing like a trip down memory
Memory
lane.
lane. And then the middle.
Not my best angle.
Why are you here, Frey? Grand larceny? Is that who you really are?
No, it's just I needed the cash for. Never mind.
Sooner or later, you're going to have to start taking accountability for your actions. Are you familiar with the persistent felony offender law, also known as the three strikes law?
Wait, you can't do that. I never hurt anyone.
Just yourself. You have 2 previous felony thefts, and with this new one, your grand total will be 3. This could put you away for a very, very long time. You have so much
Potential? I can do so much more with my life. I'm a smart girl with a bright future.
I was going to say you have so much anger and resentment in you, I'm not sure you'll ever amount to anything at all. Truth hurts. But in the holiday spirit, I'm going to give you an early present. Try not to piss it away. I'm going to release you under the condition you serve 120 hours of community service.
Thanks. You won't regret it.
Next time you end up in front of me, I will not be as lenient. We clear? Good. You're free to go.
I'm actually happy that she didn't say that generic potential nonsense.
Frey,
That she actually did say.
happy almost birthday. It's not too late to start using your gifts to help others.
I'm glad the lady was like, no, you're just angry. Nice little curveball there.
That was close. That judge might have just saved my ass. Won't get that lucky again. Hey, excuse me. Your phone.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much.
No worries. Happens to all of us.
You saved my life, seriously. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. I should get back to Homer. Poor girl needs her dinner.
Frey's journey, just another day. Okay. Tracking objectives in the journal. A new objective has been added. You can check your current objective in the journal section of the menu. Let's take a look. Wow, the little the confirm is so small. Holy cow. That judge may have had a point, but it's not like I can just change who I am. And if I get caught one more time, my life is over, which is why I gotta get the hell out of town. Okay.
I need to go straight home.
Alright. Quickly, is there a way? That's subtitles. Ooh. We know from
Gotta get inside.
one of the trailers that she does not make it back home or make it back in one piece. She's gonna get the crap kicked out of her by some other girls.
I hope I never see the inside of the courtroom again.
Laundromat closed. Wow, that is a plain ass laundromat. Oh. Nice tree. Nice tree.
Hello?
Goodbye.
Yeah, there they go.
Oh, fuck. Ray. Thought we wouldn't find you?
Hey,
Lisa!
Lisa? Really? I thought she was Lisa.
That's Chrissy!
Huh. Well, in my defense, you don't really look like a Lisa.
Where is it?
Oh, I don't have it, alright? There were complications. Not like I wanted to get caught stealing the car, but here we are.
We don't like complications. You're running out of chances.
Yeah, I've been hearing that one a lot today.
Get the car back.
It's not that easy. It's been impounded. What's so special about this car anyway?
It's none of your damn business. Our boss, Mr. Gigan, is very unhappy. So unless you get it back, one of us is gonna be in a lot of pain.
Do I get to pick?
Oh, keep joking. You will leave your body in this fucking alley, and I promise you, no one is gonna miss you. No.
Okay. Okay, fine. We'll just tell your boss, Mr. Chicken.
Gigan.
Wiggin.
Gigan!
All right, Giggin. Quick gig. I just tell him. I
Okay, that was kind of funny.
But for now, here's some collateral.
Didn't that one girl have a gun? What's stopping them from shooting your ass? Alright, if you don't move fast again, we'll catch up with you. You can run using, clicking L3 and jumping using X to give your pursuers the slip. Okay.
Get the fuck back here, Frey!
No turning back now. Oh, you okay? Oh, shit, I have to go. I'm so sorry. I gotta find a way out of here.
How are they really gonna shoot you in the middle of
Where the fuck are you, Frey?
downtown with all these
There's
people?
No point in running, you know?
Maybe it's safer to go through the alley.
What? I'm not understanding why she just doesn't go to a public place
Won't they just give up already?
and say like, "Hey, help me!"
Hopefully I'll lose them when I get out on the street.
Like, despite what a
Almost
lot
there.
of movies and TV shows try to tell you, like, if you go out into the middle of a road with a crowd of people and be like, "Yo, these people are trying to mess with me," whatever like that, more than likely people will call the cops and help you.
Fucking answer me! Where'd she go?
I
We will find you, Frey! You will burn! Fuck.
Homer must be waiting for me. Better get inside before I freeze.
Ooh. Ba-ba-ba-da.
Home sweet hell.
The archive. The archive records the details of any written materials you find, people you meet, and a host of other useful things. You can access it from the main menu. Open the archive. Review any information you've acquired. Okay. Characters. Characters? Okay, I can't. Okay, there it goes. I was like, why wasn't it with the D-pad? Maya Bird, the long-suffering New York judge who presided over Frey's latest case. Although she could have thrown the book at Faye for her repeated offenses, she decided to let her off with community service instead. This surprisingly lenient gesture may well have something to do with the fact that Judge Bird wasn't always on the right side of the law herself. She has more reason than most to believe that anyone is capable of turning over a new leaf. Lisa Ortega, the leader of a gang of New York street thugs. She works for a local boss who set her and her associates the local boss who set her and her associates the task of tracking Frey down after cops seized the car she tried to steal for them. Lisa is a firm believer in making people pay for their mistakes, especially when she'll be the one paying otherwise. Chrissy Robinson, a prominent member of a gang of New York thugs. She joined the gang at Lisa's invitation. The two have been as close as sisters ever since they were little. Although forced to work with Frey on occasion, Chrissy finds her inability to do as she's told infuriating, especially now her failure to steal the car they asked her to has landed them all in trouble. Okay. Feed the
She
cat.
doesn't like this, but it's all I have. I wonder where Homer's at. The Holland Tunnel, site of my folks' great disappearing act.
Gonna assume she was left there
Who
magically.
leaves a newborn baby on the street? Well, at least it wasn't the Queens Midtown Tunnel. That would have been an awful last name.
Alright. Allison would you very, very cute.
Curiouser and curiouser, cried Alice. Wish I could find that rabbit hole and tumble away to Wonderland. My favorite kicks. I could stare at you guys all day. Finally, I can start over. Took long enough, though.
Right? So get enough cash, take care of Gigan shit one last time, food and carrier for Homer, buy ticket Penn Station, leave on the 23rd. Hey, Homer.
Hey, Homer. I'm sorry I'm late, I know. Miss me? Oh, well, thank you, but my birthday isn't for another few days. Tell you what, I almost forgot. Been so busy recently. Oh, well, you know, important things to do. Writing port, slaying dragons. I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a pretty big deal. Real big deal. Everybody needs me.
So, epic foreshadowing there?
We are getting out of the city, Homer. Away from the assholes, the garbage, the cops. I thought it's just enough to get us started. Yeah. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves cats. Even ones like you. I just can't wait for clean air, bright skies. No more chases, no more cops, no more fights.
Well, I can say no more cops, but not no more chases and no more fights. I can't give you that one.
One more sleep, and we are out of here. Can't wait to be any other place but this.
Don't leave your money just lying there, girl. All our money got burned up.
Shit! Homer! Girl, come on, we gotta go!
Gotta find Homer first.
You what? You can't put that over your shoulder while you're looking for Homer?
Come on, baby! Homer! Holy shit. Okay, we gotta get out of here, now! No, no, no! Fuck the bag! Window it is.
Motherfuckers!
And finally, the blaze that engulfed the abandoned building in the Hell's Kitchen district of Manhattan has been ruled as arson. Luckily, no one was harmed in the fire. The FDNY believe it was set by some local gang members. The suspects are still at large.
Sorry, girl.
Again, she couldn't put it on her back. And then, honestly, come on.
Frey, what happened to you? You look like hell.
Are you allergic?
What?
To cats. Are you allergic to cats?
No, I love cats, but are you in trouble?
Good. She likes wet food, the flaky kind, not pate. She needs a warm place to sleep, maybe a lap every once in a while. And she needs a bath, but good luck with that.
Frey, what's going on?
Her name is Homer. Promise me you'll look after her. Promise.
This actually makes me feel sad.
What are you doing, Frey?
The right thing. I need some time to sort some stuff out, but I'll come back for her. It just might take a while.
Frey, wait. If you're in trouble, I can help you, Frey.
Happy holidays. All right. Homer's safe. Now what am I gonna do?
That actually made me kind of sad. That actually made me sad.
Full circle. Happy birthday to me. Thanks, Mom. No, I'm better than that. No, I'm gonna fix things. Get Homer back. Finally get out of... Huh? What? Wonder what that is.
The Hotel Crossroads? The Hotel Crossroads. Yeah, okay, can't go that way. We have to go this way.
It's beautiful. Nope, not getting in that way. Must be another way.
Is it abandoned, or are you just going into somebody's place, girl?
Definitely no one in here.
Alright.
Seriously? Who would just leave this?
That's a question. Dang, girl, calm down. Kind of like slow walk. You're just going all over the place.
Wow. Oh.
Oh, I forgot to turn off trophies. Oh, well, whatever. Yeah, save progress. Why not? Go for it.
What the actual Shit. Oh, no. Oh, come on.
Righty then. Crazy journey down the rabbit hole.
Where am I?
Get out of the room.
What's happened to me? Damn, that is a serious draft.
A little bit of pop in there.
Athia?
Who's there?
I'm technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth, anyway.
I swear to God, asshole, show yourself!
Show myself? I've shown. I'm showing. I can't get more showed. Show myself in tears.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. The thing that you so fruitlessly tried to remove. Oh, hello, yes. Oh, perhaps you're smarter than you look.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You, the one talking to me right now, are this... cuff?
Cuff? It's a bit reductive, isn't it? Cuff? Pfft. Gauntlet, maybe. Vambrace. Oh, Vambrace. Vambrace. Yeah, no, it's definitely Vambrace.
No. This is batshit bananas!
Ah, and yet it's the truth. Stop your hurting me now.
Seriously?
No. But what you're doing is completely futile.
How is this happening?
Well, what were you doing before this was happening?
I was... Doesn't matter.
Still here.
Duck.
Whoever is doing this, stop. This is one sick joke. I am out of here.
You can't run away from me. I am literally attached to you. Why don't we settle down a bit and talk about ourselves? Talk about our interests in life, perhaps.
I am not hearing this. This is all a bad dream.
We can't. We have to go this way. So I'm assuming we can come back here and get whatever that was.
You can also see things? This cannot be fucking real.
Listen to me, Frey.
How the hell do you know my name?
We are bonded.
Bonded? What do you mean bonded? Why is this happening? This is... No. On bond now.
As you can see, you're stuck with me, and I with you. And only you can hear me.
Stop! Stop talking! This is completely insane!
Frey, slow down. You need to listen to me.
No, what I need is to figure out how to get back. I thought I wanted out. I was wrong. I was in a bad place.
Well, this place might be worse, depending on how you look at it.
What do you mean?
That's a...
Quiet.
What?
Hide.
Is that a motherfucking dragon?
Don't let it see you.
You think?
kill you later, don't worry.
Is it gone?
Yes, and we should leave this place as well.
With that thing out there? I don't think so.
I'm sure the creature is far away by now, and besides,
What?
you won't last long without anything to eat.
Fine. And how exactly do you plan on getting out?
I believe climbing that wall might be our best option.
Conversations with Cuff. You'll occasionally be able to stop and chat with Cuff about recent developments. When this happens, simply pick a topic to start a conversation.
Hey, Cuff.
So, if we are bonding,
Correction, bonded.
whatever. If we are stuck with each other, then what's your deal?
My deal.
Who are you?
I am what you see.
Lovely. And I suppose you'll tell me more if I answer your riddles 3?
I don't follow.
Never mind. Why were you rusting at that old shop anyway?
Good question. I've been wondering that myself. All I do know is that before I visited Earth, I was here in Athia.
Wait, what? That means it must be your fault I wound up here.
How dare you? It was nothing to do with me. If you must know, I'm as keen to find out what brought us here as you are.
Alright. Athia. Ah, no, God! Oh, there he goes. Athia, a mysterious continent in another world that is somehow both stunningly beautiful and deeply unsettling. A thick, foreboding blanket of what looks like fog enveloped its medieval-looking buildings, adding to the otherworldly effect. And if that wasn't proof enough that Frey is very far from home indeed, there are deadly monsters to contend with too. Okay, yeah. How did you become a bracelet?
So, have you always been this?
This,
This chatty bling?
as I recall, no.
What do you recall?
I traveled here. Athia was not my home. I, like you, am an outsider. When I arrived, there was a lot of turmoil between the Tantas.
The who was?
The Tantas. They were 4 very powerful women who ruled Athia, each with a special ability.
Like what? Magic or something?
If by magic you mean the ability to turn me into an inanimate object, then yes.
Okay, so Cuff was not always a Cuff. He was a person, or a creature. The Tantas, the powerful sorceresses who once ruled over Athia's 4 realms. Each embodied a different virtue, which in turn shaped how they chose to rule. They were much loved by the people of Athia, who enjoyed lives of plenty under their guidance. But according to Cuff, all was not necessarily as harmonious as it might have seemed on the surface.
What in all creation is that contraption?
It's a smartphone. It's for texting, calling, games, videos, taking selfies, and which, by the way, I am not gonna explain to you, so don't bother asking.
I know what a selfie is.
Really?
Not really. What else can that thing do?
It also has GPS, which would usually tell me exactly where I am.
So where are you?
Somewhere between purgatory and hell.
It told you that.
Sure did.
Alrighty. The phone Frey uses to stay in touch with the world. At least that's what it's supposed to do. Was supposed to be for. It's mostly filled with pictures of adorable Homer. Unfortunately, Athia doesn't seem to get cell coverage, so she can only use the camera. Yeah, we figured that from the demo.
Whoa. What the fuck was that?
Oh, one of my talents, if you will. It seems like there's a small settlement up ahead. Perhaps we can rest there.
Game systems. Cuff Compass. Cuff has many powers, including the ability to show the way to your next destination. If you want his help, just hold up on the D-pad to have him point the way onward. At certain times, this feature won't be available. When this happens, an icon indicating this will appear.
And you know that how? What are you?
The extent of my abilities is nigh on limitless. I'm a vambrace after all.
Uh-huh. So, this is Athia?
Janu.
Janoon. I thought you said...
Athia, big picture. Janoon, small picture. Janoon is part of Athia.
I get it. Like New York City versus New York State.
Exactly. I think. I have no idea what Newark is.
No, not Newark. New York.
Is there a difference?
About a million.
Alright, calm down. Don't go near it. Come on.
Hey, look at you.
I'd be careful.
Come on, don't be shy.
Seriously, I wouldn't. Let's just keep moving.
Why are you so freaked out by this fella?
Whoa!
Because it's not as it seems.
You tell me that now? Shit!
Well, don't just stand there.
Alright, Frey can use her unique bond with Cuff to call forth powerful offensive spells. Press R2 to fire off quick magical attack, and hold it down to build something more powerful. There are various attack spells available. Hold down R1 to open a menu where you can switch between them. This we are familiar with.
What the?
Don't stop panicking now.
That's it.
Did I just do that?
Well, definitely with my assistance.
I did not just do that.
We did.
I just moved shit with my mind.
Perhaps our connection has somehow awoken some abilities.
I just moved shit with my mind.
I just keep hearing I.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, talk to sentient cuffs, kill jacked up beasts. You know what? I'll probably fly next.
Now you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line.
If you could just master these new abilities, with my help, of course.
Did you not just see me take out that gnarly beast? Oh, bring it, you mangled monsters!
Experience of ours. Defeating foes, earn an affinity will level increase. You may also find other ways to earn experience on your travels, completing quests. Gathering resources. Athia is full of useful resources such as ore and medicinal plants. You just have to know where to look. They'll prove extremely useful on your upcoming journey, so be sure to snap up any you find.
The
Yes.
fuck is up with the animals here?
They did seem somewhat altered, didn't they? Makes you wonder what could have caused such a mutation.
Yeah, like what happened here?
Going this way doesn't hurt though. Inoon's mantle?
Okay, so let me get this straight.
Wild Musk.
I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a fucking cuff!
Fan brace.
Anything behind? But again, let's not get distracted. Let's keep moving forward for now. There'll be plenty exploring once I unlock actual movement. There. Ah. Ooh. Cuff's protective powers. Cuff is able to protect you from any attack, reducing the damage dealt. You won't need to do anything to make him block, but you will need to keep an eye on your health. You can only do so much. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Back off!
There we go.
Whoa. What the hell? What is this weird feeling?
There seems to be some sort of malignant miasma in the air.
Okay, turning back now.
It doesn't seem to be affecting you, though, does it? Besides, I doubt there'd be much benefit in retracing your steps.
So this miasma, what exactly is it?
It's quite mysterious, isn't it? I suspect it might be what's causing all the local wildlife to look so peculiar.
So how come it doesn't affect me?
How come indeed? Could it be thanks to your commendable choice of traveling companion, perhaps?
No, not that. Definitely not that. Nothing but ruins. Looks
You don't have
like
to
no
be
one's
a-
been here for a while.
Feel mean
I wonder
about
how
it.
long everything's been in this shitty state.
Perhaps we should find somewhere else to search.
Cuff scanning. You can call upon Cuff's power to help you detect nearby enemies and items. This can be extremely useful when trying to figure out what might be hiding around the corner. Oh.
There's something there.
Support magic. Support magic provides a wide variety of effects that can help turn the tide of battle in your favor. You might want to slow down an annoyingly quick enemy or even stop them in their track before launching your attack. Support magic is key to doing so. You can cast your currently selected support magic with L2 and open a menu from which you can select another with L1. We know this from the demo. Just be aware that after you cast a support spell, you have to wait a while before you can use it again. However, you can speed up this process by successfully landing a strike using attack magic.
Yeah.
Very nicely done.
All right, what's our next move? Huh.
There you go.
So much for clean air and bright skies. I try to escape to someplace better, and where do I wind up? Someplace 10 times worse.
Oh, poor.
Whoa.
And of course now we have to deal with an even bigger one.
Lucky me.
Okay, locking onto enemies. Using R3 while in view, you can lock on. The enemy in question remains fixed to the center of your screen. When multiple enemies are present, use R to switch between lock-on targets. I did lock on. Oh god.
Yup.
Surge magic. Killer blow. If you manage to break your enemy's composure, they'll often open themselves up to a brutally damaging attack that will exploit Cuff's capability to deal devastating damage. If you're close enough, you can simply press triangle to unleash it. Not only will it inflict enormous damage, it can also restore Frey's health. Mana and magic. You leveled up and earned some mana, which can now be used to teach Frey new spells. In order to do so, you'll need to go to the magic section of the main menu. You can now spend mana here to learn new spells. Mana is gained by leveling up and can also occasionally be found out in the field. We know this from the demo as well. Let's add a new spell to your skill set. Hold down X to learn it. Enable high-speed movement and parkour.
Not bad.
Thanks, Professor.
I told you to call me Vambrace.
Sure, Cuff. Sure. Shit!
It might be wiser to run this time.
No kidding.
Look out!
Okay, this is awesome. I am catching some serious air.
Very impressive. Just try not to catch some air into a serious.
I could run like the wind, and I'm not even getting tired. That was close.
I kept pressing it instead of holding it down.
The big city, I suppose?
Hello? Anyone home? Say something if you can hear me.
Not a sound. Well, let's keep looking. You should probably keep an eye out for somewhere to rest, too.
Let's see what's over there.
Spotting the destination. It's easy to lose it. Try that again. It's easy to lose your way in the world, so make use of destination markers to have Cuff help you find the way. Any destination you mark will also be tracked at the top of the screen. You can see the building or landmarks you want to mark for a visit in the map section of the main menu. So open map. Gives an overview of the surrounding area with your location at the center. Your recent movements are also tracked. There's a place nearby where you can take a well-deserved rest. Set a marker with X to help you find your way there. Exploring with Magic Parkour. Magic Parkour allows you to explore the surroundings with acrobatic ease, climbing tall buildings in mere moments and scaling obstacles as if they weren't there. They weren't even there. Jesus, I can't talk. Why not hold down and see what you can find? Turn around. See what you can find in the town around Janoon Castle with this new skill at your disposal.
Is there not a single person left?
It very much seems that way. Perhaps this oddness with the air drove them to escape to safer climes.
Hope so. At least that would mean they're still alive.
That's just a healing drought.
Let's not be ungrateful now.
Sure a lot of plants around here.
Herbal medicines with Janoon's stock in trade.
Well, that ought to come in handy.
Huh. I don't have the continuous jump from the demo. That sucks. Like, so this is feeling like I just have to think of it as more like infamous than anything else. That's how you have to think about it.
Well,
At least in this
place
beginning
is
portion.
fun.
I imagine it was once. Happy, smiling faces on every corner. No, I can picture it now.
Damn. Everything just looks broken.
Not exactly the most poetic of descriptions, but yes, I suppose it does.
Alright, the break. The world Frey finds herself stranded in is seemingly devoid of people. Buildings stand ruined and vicious monsters roam the ravaged land. Frey christens the strange phenomenon that seems to be the cause of all these problems, the break. Groovy.
Is there nowhere that's not, like, broken by this shit?
I suppose there might be somewhere. We should be safe here.
Good. I'm exhausted.
Athia is made up of 4 realms, each governed by its own Tanta. To the north lies Junoon, which is with its rich fecund forests. To the east, Praenost, heavy with mountains. Westward, the great plains of Visoria stretch off to the horizon, and to the south, the shimmering waters of Avolet glisten in the sun. Or at least they did before the corruption brought misery and ruin upon the land. Athia was once a rich and vibrant land, full of life and laughter. But then the corruption came, and from the first day it emerged, it was clear that nothing would ever be the same again for its once carefree people. Those it touched were lost forever. Those lucky enough to escape it were forced to abandon their homes and flee Sepal, the only place where safety could be found, or so they believed. Time to take a rest. Enemies can enter the building, making it a safe place to take time out. Use the bed to rest up and store your health.
Nice. I could use a rest.
Before we do that, though... Oh, it won't let me... That's the door. There we go. Okay, it does let me. Magic. Let's see. I have 10. Alright. So yeah, I don't have enough for anything yet.
Sounds like trouble.
Yes, and given what we've seen so far, I'd say you need to be very careful in case you're planning on investigating.
What?
Shit! What is it now?
Now I feel like I should have gone around the city more.
Is this the break shit's doing too?
I believe so. It corrupts everything it touches before destroying it completely. Now hurry up and get out of here while you still can.
Bummer. I should have gone around and grabbed more items. Checked out more chests.
Oh, fuck! What now?
Well, for starters, I think we should run.
Yep.
Too late for that.
Alrighty. I gotta remember to use all my magic. At least what I have on me. evasion, and magic parkour. You can use magic parkour to dodge enemy attacks in battle. Press circle at the right moment to take a quick step out of the way. You can also hold down L and circle while performing magic parkour to evade automatically. You'll find that different enemies require different evasive approaches. Yes. See, that's something I had to figure out in the demo, that because it felt like just holding it, if it was said you would dodge, but then there were times you wouldn't, and then they're like you pressing it, you would dodge, and it was like sometimes you wouldn't, and it's, again, this is a good, better tutorial explaining some of the nuances.
Hey, what the hell do I do here? How the hell am I supposed to fight a dragon?
Anything that big must have a weak point.
Piercing attacks. Certain powerful attacks can pierce through Cuff's defenses, dealing a lot of damage if Frey doesn't evade them in time. If you see the telltale sign of an enemy building up one of these, press circle or press mount to get out of the way fast.
It's not doing much. Yup.
Careful, you're about to get badly bitten.
You were saying?
You best to just make mistakes.
Nope, not working.
Stepped on.
Whoa, that was close.
Hey, you wanna do the fighting here?
Where is it? Nice. Very, very nice.
That's not a good thing, is it?
Probably not. Might want to find some cover. Fast.
Shit! Oh, fuck. Okay, this is bad. Very bad.
Take cover. That's the stuff. Keep at it.
That's your idea of encouragement?
Look out. That's it. Show that beast what it means to mess with a fan race.
Did you see that?
So gratifying to see my hard work paying dividends.
Good
I
night.
told you how sloppily you were.
Hey, fuck off. Yes, I'm gonna need more cover.
And quickly.
Come on, drop dead already.
Our reptilian friend seems as stubbornly healthy as ever.
That's it.
muted this whole time. Damn. Come on. I had it. We can kill it. Don't run. We can kill it. It's almost dead. Come on. We could have totally killed that thing. I'm disappointed. We could have totally killed that thing. It was literally just a little quarter of his health left. Not even a quarter. It was less than a quarter.
Do you think it's dead? The dragon?
Well, it did get crushed by all that rubble. I always miss the commotion when there's no one around, don't you?
Believe me, you're plenty of commotion all by yourself.
Whoa, teleportation.
Even have scratch.
Should have let me kill it earlier. Dodge rolls. If you use magic parkour while preparing a spell, you can make an even bigger evasive maneuver than usual quick sidestep. Prepare an attack or support spell, and then hold blah blah to give it a try.
Doesn't look like we'll have much cover here. The dragon doesn't succumb to the urge to blast us with its beam of death.
I just can't catch a break. Fuck, where'd it go?
Far, far away. Fred, you need to get directly in front of it now.
What? Are you trying to get me killed?
It has a blind spot. Trust me.
What?
Okay, here we go. Is this even doing anything?
I think so. Keep chipping away. Above you.
Ah, it's gone again.
Stay alert. Tell me right now where we'll attack from next.
What? How was that not a...
Nice work. Show it what you've got.
Where is it?
Above you. Look out. Here it comes again.
Yo, back the fuck off! I don't think
Oh, that's bullshit. Oh my god, I'm so angry. I'm so angry.
You always know where to run, don't you?
fuck!
So angry. We could have totally... If I didn't mess up... I was trying to be... You know, follow their rules and say, prepare an attack, go dodging to do the fancy roll, and it totally backfired. If I would have just kept dodging, and then shooting like I was, I probably could have taken it down.
Bright ideas?
Yeah! Make this fucker let go!
But you'll die if you fall from up here.
I'm gonna die anyway, asshole!
This is exciting. Looks like there's a town up there.
Hopefully one that isn't deserted.
Well, you'll never find out if you don't go and see.
Oh, hey! Hey! Over here! Oh, we're saved.
Nope, you're jailed. They put you straight to jail.
Huh? The hell?
Move, monster!
Hey, the fuck you calling monster?
The monster speaks!
Yeah, of course I speak. And put your pointy stick away, asshole.
Move!
All right, move it. Where are we now?
This is the city of Sipor.
Why are they speaking English?
It's my experience that languages share commonalities across many dimensions.
Okay, any answer works for me, I guess.
Quiet!
Let me go!
Why doesn't she just break through?
Easy.
Settle.
Why doesn't she just break out of the... You have magic, right? Unless these wooden things...
Who are you?
I would humble thyself and answer their questions.
I got this. I'm used to repping thyself.
I don't think you comprehend the gravity of your situation.
I gotten myself out of much tougher scrapes than this, thank you very much. So why don't you shut your shiny mouth and let me do the talking?
Look at her. She speaks with invisible beings. Is she in cahoots with demons?
What? No. And who uses cahoots?
I would like to hear the answer to Councilwoman Villette's question, child.
My name is Frey Holland. I do not know how I got here. I am exhausted. I am starving, and all I want is to go home.
Her vestments are strange. Where is she from?
Hell's Kitchen.
You see? She is hell's spawn. How else could she survive in the corruption? Eve, how did you emerge from the corruption of Janine unscathed?
I wouldn't exactly say unscathed.
It is because she and the corruption are one and the same. We must execute her immediately.
Wait, what? No, that's crazy. I don't even know how I got here. Please, listen to me. I believe we need her.
Who wishes to address the council?
Forgive me. I am Odin Keen. All this woman is guilty of is surviving the corrupted lands. We've much to learn from her. Until now, we've only met her with blades. Perhaps we could extend her a hand of kindness.
The devil will accept your kindness as it bites your hand, spreading its venomous corruption into your veins. We must deal with this interloper swiftly. Councilwoman Villette, please!
Okay, I'm not a fan of these really weird edits.
Made very compelling arguments. Council is divided. Therefore, there shall be no blood spilled today. But heed my warning, child. If you prove a threat, we will have no choice but to eliminate you. Take her to the Tower of Binoy.
Please, Councilwoman Villette, the ruling is too harsh.
Council is adjourned.
She has done nothing wrong.
Wait, what, Tower of Binoy? What's the Tower of Binoy?
I believe it's a prison.
Please!
What? Oh, hell no! I'm not getting locked up again! Let me go! Let me go! Don't touch me, asshole!
I'm confused. What the... Where is, what? Does she conveniently not have forget her magic? What the... These are like points of stories that piss me off. Because they make no sense. They make no sense. Unless this wooden block is preventing her from accessing her magic. Please say that. Because if not, this is just this stupid, like, it just annoys the shit out of me that she can probably overpower these people with magic. And no. She's just, no, it's really fucking annoying.
Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up! Get up! Get up!
Look, I am imprisoned 1,000,000 miles from home in a Ren Fair nightmare. Just let me die in peace.
If you die, I'm just a meaningless bauble that they bury you with.
And I am fine with that. Just leave me alone. You know what? None of this is my fault. This is all your
And
fucking
tell me
fault.
how exactly this is my fault.
Can we just not talk?
Fine. Fine by me. Suit yourself. I love a bit of silence.
Fantastic. You say another fucking word.
You know, I never thought I'd miss the Hell's Kitchen courthouse.
I doubt you'll be squeezing your way to freedom through there.
No shit.
Don't tell me you're just gonna knock on the door. Please tell me you're just not gonna knock on the door.
Shit, of course it's locked. Damn it, this is going nowhere.
Did that piss bucket do something to annoy you?
No. You know what? You did. Because of you, I'm not getting back to
Newark?
New York. How hard is that to remember?
Maybe as hard to remember as Vambrace? If memory serves me right, you weren't exactly in the best of spirits when our paths first crossed. I'm not sure why you're so determined to return.
You know what? I'm just gonna use magic to bust us out of here.
It isn't advisable to use your abilities in front of them.
Why not? They already think I'm in cahoots with demons.
But they will hang you for being a heretic.
What, like a Salem situation?
Who gives a shit? Just
Look, we did it your way, and now we're gonna try it my way. Did I just do that?
Quick, put this on.
Who's there?
I will free you, but you have to put it on and do as I say.
Okay, it's on. You. You're the one who stood up for me in court. Why are you doing this?
Because I believe you. But we must hurry.
How did you sneak past the guards?
I prepared a tincture of slumber baked into a pastry.
Looks can really be deceiving.
Let's go before they wake.
Wait. Where are we going? What's your angle?
Angle?
She did defend you in court, and right now she seems to be your only option.
Fair point. Alright, wherever we're going, there's gotta be food.
Well, this is serendipitous.
You're telling me.
Did you say something?
What? No. Please, after you.
the stupidest thing ever. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. No, don't use your powers in front of them because they'll think
You
you're
sure this is a good
evil and
idea?
they'll hang you.
I
They're
mean,
gonna try to
aren't
kill
gonna
you
get
anyway.
yourself in trouble?
Don't worry about me. Besides, I couldn't just stand idly by while they treated you so unfairly.
Who were those people running the trial?
You mean the Council of Sepul? They're the leaders of our city. They settle all our disputes.
Judge and jury all rolled into one, huh? Efficient.
As you can see, our land suffers. Everything that corruption touches...
It breaks. Yeah. I saw it up close. It's real fucked up in there. Not pleasant.
Indeed. Athia's all but lost.
Where did the break shit come from?
I'll tell you soon enough. We must keep moving.
Yeah, it's just I'm not a fan of like these stupid ass story plots. The name Frey devised for the corrupting miasma that blankets most of Athia. Nobody knows where it came from or why it suddenly appeared. What is clear is that it is no mere weather phenomenon. It creeps insidiously along the ground, breaking everything it touches. Some of the changes it brings about are easy to see, while others are invisible to the naked eye.
So where are we going exactly?
We should make our way to the lower city.
The lower city. Got it. What were you even doing at the courtroom?
No one has arrived from outside the city for many years. Everyone in town wants to know who you are.
The price of notoriety, I guess.
After what you called the break shit.
Let's just go with the break.
After the break occurred, people fled their villages. Sepul is the last bastion.
Damn.
I am not a fan of these.
Staying off the main thoroughfares.
The black edits,
spotted.
like the cuts. It's weird.
You know, we should stay off the main thoroughfares. Less chance of being spotted.
You're right.
Wow, nice digs. Some schmancy houses.
This is where the nobility live.
Ah, yes, the Upper East Side.
Technically, we're in the north of the city.
Fan out! She can't have got far!
It appears they've noticed that you're missing. Head for the shadows and keep moving.
Stick to the shadows.
Great idea.
Why can't you be more like her? She likes all my ideas.
Okay, guys, come on.
You are safe now.
Thanks.
We are close to where I live. Come, I have food.
Bit of a half-hearted thank you, I must say.
Nobody does anything nice without wanting something in return. I have trust issues.
Do you trust me?
What you and I have is an unholy alliance at best. I couldn't get rid of you even if I wanted to.
She did just risk her own life to get you out of jail.
Point taken. Plus, she promised me food.
And don't you want to know what she wants? It's quite the mystery.
More interested in the food at the moment.
We can speak freely here. I am Odin Keen, daughter of Robian and Callista Keen.
Well, I'm Frey Holland, daughter of who the F knows.
I don't know how to respond.
It's okay. Boring story. I'm over it.
Liar.
My father was a notable cognoscent.
Cognizant?
Cognoscent.
You say tomato, I say tomato. Tomato, tomato.
You are very strange, Frey. Cognoscents are Athia's most highly respected scholars. And my mother was a general.
Oof, that is a lot to live up to. Wait, was?
I've been on my own almost my whole life.
I know what that's like. I don't have any parents. I had some foster ones, but they never really stuck.
So you must feel the same way.
That we got royally screwed?
That we must help others.
Tomato, tomato.
This is my home.
You live in a bar?
Above.
I like you more and more. So about that food? You had this on you the whole time?
I needed you to follow me, Frey Holland, daughter of who the F knows.
Just Frey's fine and well played. Well, thanks for the jailbreak lady and the apple, but this is where we part ways.
Please wait. I need your help to save my homeland.
Mystery solved.
That's not happening.
The circle of bending light, the rushing sound. That's what brought you here, yes? You want to go back home, don't you? I may be able to help you.
I'll give you to the bottom of a drink. Nice. Looks like one of those medieval-themed bars. Hey!
Sorry, I didn't see you.
Give it back. One. Second rule of pickpocketing, never give back what you stole.
What's the first rule?
Don't get caught.
What is it anyway?
Something that ain't worth crap here.
Well, if it isn't worth anything, why can't I have it?
Nice try, Munchkin. Now scram!
A pint of your finest ale, my good sir.
Oh, hell of a kick. You guys do not mess around. Alright, let's hear it. This isn't gonna last long.
My father researched the phenomenon known as the Tirana extensively.
Tirana?
The tunnel of light you traveled through? I believe his work holds the answers you need. I could give you his findings. And
here it comes.
In return, I want you to find his research notes on the break. They are...
In the break, right?
It does not seem to have any effect on you.
So they say.
Many have tried to find what's outside the city, but they don't get far before...
Before what?
You are the only hope we have. You're special.
Okay, you obviously don't know me. I want proof.
Follow me and I'll show you. And thank you.
I haven't said yes. Do you believe her?
I suppose anything is possible. Some chance is better than no chance.
I do not want to go back into that hellscape.
Come on, you'll be fine. I'll be with you after all.
Not comforted. Is this them? Your folks?
Yes. It was painted when we were at one of the Cognoscence guilds. Father was one of the Cognoscence of Janoon. He had the foresight to move his work to Praenos just before the guild in Janoon fell to the break.
So your dad's notes are in Praenost?
Yes. He brought me here to keep me safe from the break. But it wasn't long before he went back to finish his work. That was 20 years ago. I never saw him again. And the break eventually overtook everything outside the city.
Could you tell me about him?
He was a brilliant man, beloved by many. He was close to finding a way of slowing down the break, maybe even reversing it. People put their faith in him, believed that he would make the world how it used to be. I'm trying my hardest to continue his work, to keep hope alive. Here, these are his notes on the Tirana.
God, these edits are driving me crazy.
Yeah, this looks familiar.
You can have this after you help me.
Quid pro quo. I get it.
He kept his notes on the break and read journals like this one. I need you to find them and bring them back.
Okay, so I go and get the journals, bring them back, and then we're square. That's the full extent of my savioring.
I will do everything in my power to help you get home. You have my word.
Cross your heart and hope to die?
You wish me dead?
No, it's a phrase we have on our... Forget it.
I shall pretend those words were never uttered.
Good. Okay, I'm in. Why not? It's not like I've got any better options.
Oh, this is good news. You are truly helping the people of Athia.
Not why I'm doing it, but yeah, sure.
If you're planning on heading into the break, you'll need to get some rest.
I'll go in the morning. You got anywhere I can crash?
Crash?
Crash. Sleep.
Oh, of course. Follow me. You can use this room whenever you like, and I'll prepare a change of clothes for you.
Thanks. You're a lifesaver.
Okay.
What a fucking day. Still can't tell if any of this is real.
And yet it is. Now rest. You have another big day tomorrow.
So far, I mean, it's fine, but it's just like, ugh. I feel like it's taking a bit, like, to, like, come on. And then, like, these weird edits, like the fade back, fade to black, go in, fade to black, go in, fade to black, go. It's like, what? Why don't you just keep a steady cam real quick? Do a proper scene. Just scene, and then end. Game systems gear. Gear describes a range of items that Frey can equip in order to improve her skills, stats, abilities. You can change what you currently have equipped in the gear section of the main menu. Be sure to check what effects any gear you get your hands on might have. It could make all the difference. Yeah, but it's dirty. Okay.
Now you look like one of us. But your shoes betray you.
These have gotten me out of a lot of scrapes. Where I go, they go. The kicks stay.
So it shall be. Here, you also need this. It's a map of Athia. It should aid you in your journey. Here, I've marked the cognition skill.
Perfect.
Oh.
Maybe you should grab an apple.
An apple a day.
We'll keep Frey's hunger at bay.
Such a poet.
Sepal, the last bastion of humanity in a world ravaged by the break. Sepal was founded as an independent territory beyond the jurisdiction of any single one of Athia's realms, as its primary purpose was to act as a neutral place for the four Tantas to meet. It was a very quiet for most of the year, with no more than a few hundred residents. However, as the break continued to spread and the increasing number of people fled their homes in terror, the city soon found itself overrun with tens of thousands of refugees. Today, Sepal is divided into the upper and lower cities. While the rations the council provides are distributed evenly between both districts, the discrepancy between the two in terms of quality of life is hard to ignore. Sepal. While you're in Sepal, you can explore a variety of side events involving various townspeople. You'll know these characters by the markers above their heads. As the story progresses, certain sub-events may become unavailable, so make sure you walk up and press triangle to say hello while you have the chance. Okay, good to know.
So, how do we get to this Cogniscence's guild place?
If I'm reading the peasant girl's map correctly, we'll need to leave the city by the south gate.
Alright, let's get going then.
Oh. How do you get out of here?
Damn it. I mean... Well, that was a short trip. How the hell did you get out of this dump anyway?
I know a way.
You been following me, kid?
No, but I know how to help you.
Really?
I know everything around here.
Mm-hmm. And what's that gonna cost me?
An apple, maybe?
So you have been following me? Sure. You seem hungry.
Just follow me.
Oh, adorable.
Don't you want to know my name?
Not really.
It's Olivia, and you're Frey. Everyone's been talking about you.
I guess I'm kind of famous around here.
Does famous mean hunted by the gods? I call it finders keepers.
Damn. Did you steal all this stuff?
No, all of it.
You're growing on me, kid.
Sometimes people have no idea what they're throwing away. I often make new things out of the stuff. Here, if you get hurt, this will help you heal.
She gave me a healing drow.
Alright, nice. You'll have to give me the recipe.
Of course. Let me teach you how. Try it.
Olivia has given you some bomb flax. Use the crafting bench to turn it into a healing drought. Crafting. You can refine and combine various resources you find in the field to improve your cloak, necklaces, and create various useful items. You'll find a crafting pouch, you'll need to find a crafting pouch. When you do, you'll be able to stock up on healing droughts and improve your gear. You can use crafting to improve your equipment, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we got it.
People really do throw a lot of stuff away, huh?
Yes, a lot of useless rubbish.
Hey, one man's trash, another man's treasure.
Wait, this might come in handy.
Craft materials, you can improve, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, got it. I'm trying not to use the DLC stuff, so let's just you'll find blah blah blah, improve your gear. Yeah, well, you know, tried it out in the demo.
Hey, Shorty. I got you something.
That thing you said, is it worth crap?
No, not my cell phone, and thanks for not swiping that again.
I don't steal from friends.
Friends? Cool. Well, as your friend, I got you this.
Wow! What is that? Are you a Tanta?
It's a pen light, and no, I'm not a Tanta. What's the deal with those guys anyway?
They were the strongest and most powerful women in Athia. They all had gifts. And in the past, they used them to help protect the land. And one day, they will again. They'll come and save us.
Listen, kid. From personal experience, you gotta look out for yourself. People only really get saved in fairy tales.
You're wrong. You'll see.
Alright, well, I got a split. You said you knew the best way out of this place?
Well, if you climb over that wall there, that should help you get to where you want to be.
Cool. Thanks. I'll, see you when I see you.
I'll keep the city safe while you're gone.
Sure. You do that.
Weird, her face was out of focus for a second there. The girls. The little girl, it looked like her face was like out of focus for a second. Let's go. The location marked on Udin's map have been added to the world map. Whoa. Wow, we can already do that technically? Stat increase? Shit. Anyway, that is super far back there.
Why don't your trust issues extend to the street urchin?
Because I've been there, alright? Let's just leave it at that. No monsters here, huh?
Are you hoping for a little exercise?
You really don't know me. What the hell are these things? Are they people?
I believe this is what happens when humans are affected by the break.
Then I can't kill them.
What choice do you have? It's either them or you.
So this is what Auden meant when she said people who come out here don't make it very far.
Explains why the people of Sepor prefer staying inside those walls.
Battle rank games. Oh, okay, yeah. This is gonna be a F. New magic available. Tendril. But I want to save it up. There. Where's the... Ooh. Here we go. Magic spell. Circuit spots where said dormant magic abilities can be awakened. You may even be able to learn a new spell or two.
Whoa. Do you feel that?
Those are powerful magical energies indeed. Why not dive in and see what happens?
Really? In there?
Aha! Leap. Kick off walls in order to climb higher. Aim at the wall and press blah blah blah. Yeah, got it.
What the hell was that?
Did something happen?
I don't know. I feel more powerful, I think.
Well, more power is always a good thing.
Wait, do I already have the spell or do I have to learn it? Oh no, I already have it. I don't have to use magic to learn it. Pilgrim Refuge, yes, we know that from the demo again.
Did you find something?
Monuments are sacred stone, blah 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 blah.
Well, this doesn't look good.
Yes, something seems to have drawn the break here. but I expect you can clear it away with your powers. Give it a try.
Defense +5. Raised defensive powers have improved. Nice. Alright, let's go to a mutant. Go see that real quick. Hold on.
That's it. You think I got this? We got this.
Ooh, maybe not.
I don't mind. Keeps me on my toes. Ah!
Oh.
Whoa! Whoa! Look out! Whoa!
What?
This stuff to control your attitude, huh?
What? That wasn't a dodge. Quick load. Where's quick load put me? Okay, puts me here. Alright, so yeah, mutants, they do not. Okay. We can't do mutants.
Hey, what's that over there?
Very peculiar.
There's something in there. I can feel it.
Then let's venture inside.
Alrighty. Whoa. Locked Labyrinth. Mysterious underground locations with long-standing connection to the Tantas. They're full of enemies, but you can also find hugely powerful equipment in their depth. If you happen across one, it's well worth exploring carefully, of course.
Where are we?
Somewhere underground, I think.
Alright, if that's the case, I can't save here. Oh no.
Check this out.
Perhaps it was worth coming here after all.
It's not letting me save. I was gonna say I'll like leave this for tomorrow because I gotta get my ass to bed.
Hey, come at me. Or are you scared?
Let's show them a thing or three.
Aha! There it is. Try this for size.
I sometimes wonder what you think I'm here for.
I sometimes wonder how come a little guy
like you make such a good shield. Eat it. Yeah. Oh, damn. One more round? I think I'm feeling lucky.
Well, certainly good to see some enthusiasm.
My healing drought.
Wonder if this stuff. Just thinking I could use
Might as
something
well.
like this.
As long as you use it wisely.
Mana pools. Somewhere out there in the world are special places known as mana pools, where the power required to master magic wells up from beneath the ground. Just walk up to one and you'll find it. You'll receive something to help develop your skills. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Just give me mana. What is this? No.
Ugh, here we go.
Such enthusiasm.
Well, do something.
You're mine. Ugh. Oh, this. You're gonna love.
That went well.
You bet it did. That asshole's going nowhere. Ugh. Take that. Ha.
Ooh.
Good night. Didn't even give him time to blink.
Exactly what purpose is that ridiculous exaggeration supposed to serve?
My health is full, so I can grab that. Ah, no mana pools. Firewood, setting up camp. It has to go back upstairs. I'm definitely not doing that. So I'm assuming this is the last door. Definitely the last door. So the enemy here is going to be a little tough. Whoa.
How about I show you what I can do?
What we
What the?
do know
You're not joking, are you?
What the?
Let me
Why did
guess.
it automatically just
Mentally,
use my...
you know me so well.
face in the hole.
There are nasties lurking about the place.
Better keep it close.
Come on. Man, this does not reach far at all.
Right in the sweet spot.
There we go.
See that now?
Pretty sweet. So yeah, again, it's the demo give you access to much more spells variety. So it's just weird, but at the same time, it still clicks with me because, as I was saying, as long as you think of it as infamous, right away it's like that's how you do it. Play it like you would play Infamous.
What is this thing?
Something ancient. Apparently broken.
Mana pools. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Those who would seek to serve Athia, once the people of Rada were our allies. This changed the day they sent a demon to our land. It fed on our people's pain and would not stop at nothing short of our destruction.
An ancient demon. Interesting.
Wonder how many years ago that was.
Where is this powerful equipment I was supposed to get? Ah, an ancient adornment that was hidden away in the deepest depths of a dungeon. Triggers an auto heal effect when an enemy is defeated. Oh. That could be useful. Yes.
I might actually go as far as to say that suits you.
Whoa, what got into you?
Alrighty. That's gonna do it for tonight. Alright guys, that did it for this first video on Forspoken, and so far I have no opinion. I don't think either good or bad. Well, that's not necessarily true. The one thing I'm not liking has nothing to do with gameplay or graphic. It has to do with the edits. Those weird fade to black out, come in, fade to black again, go back. It's like, it's just weird to me. Why didn't they just keep it a steady scene and then just end the scene? It's like these weird black fade outs. I don't know. But so far, again, nothing good or bad. You have to think of the game within this first time until we get more powers as like Infamous, where you will only just shoot and dodge. So once you have that mindset, it's not too bad, honestly, for me at least. But yeah, let's see how it goes from here. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or comment down below. I'd appreciate any feedback. Subscribe. I'm streaming on Twitch, so please consider following me there at twitch.tv/JustAGamerInc. Altogether one word, or you can click the link below. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care and have a good game.